These are 5 fantasy worlds that I'd actually want to live in, or at least spend a lengthy vacation in. First, Granduel from the Band series by Nicholas Eames. Okay, so I'd probably have to actually be a badass warrior to have any chance of surviving in this world, but it would still be cool as hell. I mean, a world with all kinds of crazy monsters where mercenaries are treated like rock stars? Sign me up, even if I'm gonna die. Discworld in the Discworld series by Terry Pratchett. I mean, who wouldn't want to live on the backs of giant elephants who are in turn on the back of an even more giant turtle? But overall, Discworld just has a really whimsical, irreverent feel to it, and I just think it would be a blast to live there. Middle-earth from Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. Okay, so specifically, I just would really want to live in the Shire. To me, it seems like just the most lovely, peaceful setting imaginable, to the point where I frequently put on the Shire soundtrack from the movies just to create a really serene atmosphere while I'm reading. Now, I definitely wouldn't fit in a hobbit hole, but we can just ignore that for the sake of this video. Roshar from the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. This is another one where I'd almost certainly end up dead within a week, but I think it would be a cool week. I just think Roshar is an incredibly unique, fascinating world with its bizarre flora and fauna and the extreme diversity of its many places and regions. And finally, The House, or The Labyrinth, from Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. Something about the house in Piranesi just calls to me. Now, it would be a lonely existence for sure, but I also think it would be very tranquil and meditative. I would get to know all the birds, I'd choose my favorite statues, and I would just explore endlessly. Now, all of that said, I would be much more stoked about living in the house if I had an unlimited supply of books available to me, but, that's the case for pretty much any of these worlds. All right, so those are a few of my picks, but what about you? What's a fantasy world where you would actually love to live or at least visit? Drop a comment and let me know.